Hey, this is WebJunior1977 here, back in the Oasis once again, of course. And yeah, I have to send out a link here. Here we go. My voice is back for the most part, yeah. I got it's kind of a temporary thing. Just patched up because I got to go back in and they'll take that back off and they'll cap it like a, you know what I mean, they'll put cap on there like a more permanent thing than there is now. So it's just more for aesthetics right now, just so I'm not missing a tooth basically. Appreciate you stopping in, brother, for sure. Was gonna do some games, but tomorrow night's stream will be different. Spinning game. Oh, that's cool shit. Hell yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, how's it going, Steph? Appreciate you stopping in. Oh. Have at least one more But yeah. Hey, Mr. Steve M, how's it going, brother? Appreciate you stopping in as well. Are you the one that won the last giveaway, Steve? Can't remember now. Can't remember which one won. Chris Land, how you going? How you doing, brother? I think I remember that name, Chris Land. But it could be new. I don't know. Sorry, forgive me. It's like, I don't know. I got a brain. But I promise I got a brain. It just doesn't function properly all the time. That's all. Oh no, no, it was crap. Shucks, I can't remember the damn name now. Pretty sad. Oh, okay. Hell yeah. Hey, Mr. Iron Cobra Commander. How's it going, brother? Oh, okay. Yeah, you were in the final, I believe. Yeah. Yep. That's probably what it was. Picked up something. I don't know whether... I don't know how much of a pain in the ass it's going to be. But, it's an Imperial Star Destroyer set. Yeah, no problem at all, brother. Too cold. Sonic Superstars After Work, not Arkham City. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll probably be on. I'll probably catch you on at some point, brother, for sure. This is my last night off, but I don't have to work tomorrow, so I'll probably be up tomorrow and early and catch part of that stream for sure. But it's like cardboard. It's like, my wife said it was paper, but I mean, cardboard, I guess, is technically paper, but I mean, don't know how difficult it's going to be to put together, but 342 pieces. So I don't, it's going to be a little bit of a pain, but you know, whatever. I'll be able to display it somewhere, so figure out some place to display it. Or I'll give it away to somebody that might want to display it. Who knows? Probably display it on my stand here with the Millennium Falcon now. If I ever can clean the rest of that table off. I want to get a piece of plywood. I'm going to get a piece of plywood and I'm going to put it up there. You can see the boards on the wall back there behind the two arcade cabinets. I'm going to put a piece of plywood up there and cut it straight across so it's like a big corner shelf. That's where the Millennium Falcon's going to go. And then I'll get some more 2x4s probably and make one a little higher. So there's like a 2-tier thing. So yeah, I'll have plenty of room to put some stuff in those corners then. But yeah, it's going to be a little while before I start messing with this, I'm sure, but it's there, you know. Oh, Jesse, you're still in here. Do you happen to need an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One or a Wii power supply? Because I got extras. I don't know if you could use one of them or one of each or whatever. Probably got plenty of that stuff, but I figured I'd ask anyway. But you know, you never know. Once in a while, run into the situation where you need one. I think I got either 3 or 4 Wii power supplies, and I got a 360 and a Xbox one of each of those extra. So I was trying to sell them for like $5 a piece or something, but I wasn't able to sell them, so I'm just looking to see if anybody needs any. But basically, starting to get some artwork. I need to get a few more pieces of artwork put up here, but and I also got a question for you, Jesse, if you're still in here. Pretty sure I know the answer to the first question, but the second question I'm not too sure about. So. And then the third question, I'll just get you to send me a message, because I know you don't like talking like that, talking like prices of stuff that you're selling, that something you would sell the price of over something like this. I know you'd rather just message me directly on that, but or I could just message you directly on that if you want me to. That would be cool too, but oh, by the way, our Iron Cobra Commander, I've been playing Conan Exiles a lot more again. They got a lot. Oh my goodness, they have their thrall situation is really awesome now. I don't know if you heard anything about it, but I don't know if you're still in here, but before the thrall situations, like you had like a carpenter bench and a blacksmith bench or whatever, and then you just put them all on. You would just put them all on each of those benches. You know what I mean? You would just put them all on each bench. But nowadays, they're like more. What am I trying to say? More. They seem to be more alive nowadays. And what I mean by that is you could put, like, say you don't put them directly on the benches anymore. You get one of whatever you want, like each one of whichever one you want, and you just set them down, and they'll go right to the benches that they're supposed to be on, and they'll work for a while, and then next thing you know, they'll be walking. You can put beds out for them from the sleep, and they'll go and they'll take a nap, and they'll come back and start working again, just like a normal shift, like a normal person. Like, they get tired, they go to bed. It's pretty cool how it works. Pretty damn neat how it works. But don't got it for the Xbox yet. Oh, you're planning on trying to get it for the Xbox? If I find a copy, I'll make sure to find it. I'll make sure to pick it up for you. Yeah, I don't think they haven't added anything like that yet, but I imagine it probably won't be long before they do something. I mean, I know they have the PC version does, obviously, but yeah, I can't imagine that they wouldn't add it eventually. I mean, especially on the newer consoles, they could get away with it. But it's pretty neat how he does it. You just see him walk off, and like, where the heck are they going? And then the cool thing is, though, is that, like, I think it still shows there's a thrall on the bench, even if they're not on there, even if they're sleeping. They're just in exile, like they're just like, it's just on a timeout kind of thing, and then they come back. It's neat as hell how it works, but it's pretty cool. But I actually lost they actually lost the server on the Exile Lands one, so I just went and got another server, and for now until hey, what's up? I had some questions about your paintings, Jess. Would you rather be just message you directly, or You know, I know, like, as far as price, you'd rather message me directly, but if I have questions about your paintings, should I say it on here, or should I ask on here, or should I message you directly? But well, yeah, welcome back, brother. Figured I'd come on. I was gonna do a retro stream, but I kind of thought about it a little too late and got into a bunch of stuff. I got a cool arcade game. With Altered Beast. Oh, really? Huh. That's pretty cool. Is it like a modded kind of game, or is it a legit arcade game, or is it one that like someone modded or something? Oh, okay, cool. Sounds pretty awesome from what you put there so far. Alright, let me write that down. Oops. Oh yeah, I have to check. I'll give it a try. I'll try that out. Cool. Yeah, I think there's definitely something going around for sure. I still have a little bit of like mucus build up, but it's not as bad. Oh, I know you still have some Legend of Zelda paintings, correct? I'm pretty sure you said you did. Do you have any vertical, like, I think there was one that, I think it was Ocarina of Time, where he's like pulling the sword out of the Master Sword out or whatever. I'm pretty sure that one's vertical, right? From what I saw, looks cool, but never got to play it. It sounds pretty cool. I don't know whether it would be on. I don't know whether it would be on this or not. This is the only thing I have right now, like as far as to play. What you call it? Yeah. To play ROMs and stuff on. Ocarina of Time, yeah, vertical is Adventures of Link. Oh, the vertical one is Adventures of Link. Have it on Switch. Oh, okay, I'll have to check it out then. Oh, it's an emulator on Switch. Do they have arcade games on Switch now? I haven't played my Switch for a while. I got to get back into it. I have to charge that baby up. Matter of fact, now that I'm thinking of it, I'm going to clear this spot right here, and I'm going to charge my Switch up. Now that I have a docking station for it. Found out about it from a couple months ago. Cool. So out of the vertical Legend of Zelda paintings you have available. What approximately what size are they? Where the hell did I put that at now? I don't have my HDMI hooked up, but I don't need that to charge it. I don't have a charging station for the controllers, for the Joy-Con, so I just have to charge them on the unit itself. Unit. He said unit. Of course, I had to put my Ghostbuster logo on there. Oh shit. I have tons of. They're now 18 by 24 inches of length. 18 by 24. I got like a, I don't know. I have like a spot, perfect spot probably for, let's see. Alright. That spot would be good for either one of them. Alright, appreciate it, brother. I mean, to Jesse sending me stuff on Messenger, sorry. Got a little bit behind on the messages here. Okay, let's see. Some arcade games are on, but it's a Japanese company putting them on, so it's like a couple popular ones, and then they put out so many Japanese only release games. Okay, I see what you're saying. So WrestleFest. Yeah, that would be awesome. Pretty sure I have that on that little unit, but need to get my computer going. Well, hell, it's almost charged. I need to get my computer set up and get some stuff going on it, but that's 89%. I normally don't play with these little Joy-Cons though anyway. I normally play with the Hori grips. But you'll have to check that out here. Put my Hori grips on. Get rid of these. These are alright. I mean, obviously you need these for certain things, but I like my Hori grips. They're much bigger and I just think it looks cooler with the Hori grips too. They're not powered or anything. The unit powers them, so obviously it burns more electric, burns more of the battery, obviously. I just got on my Switch. The game developer is called Hamster. Hamster, huh? Funny name. Kind of like on a games are $7.99. I wonder if they have any new. Imagine they probably do. Crap! I probably don't have. Let me. Have you had much issue with grips popping off and not wanting to stay connected? Oh, you mean on the Switch? No, I've never. I mean, like I said, I haven't been playing mine for a while, but mine's the a little bit older version of it. It's the Mario Red and Blue. Although the only thing that was blue was the only thing that's actually blue is the little pieces that snap to the individual Joy-Cons to make them tiny little controllers, and the grip where you snap them both in, which burn up. And then this was red, but it burned up, so I just got a black one because they're easier to find and it doesn't really matter what color it is. But Steve needs to see the dungeon. Hell yeah, he does. Most of them I remember playing in arcades when I was young. Hell yeah. Anyway, I gotta change the settings here because I'm pretty sure I know for a fact I don't have this internet on there yet because I haven't set it up for this internet yet. Sorry if I miss your comment here. Let's see. Oh, hell yeah. Cool, Steve. I have 2 of the full-size cabinets. A Ninja Guide, a Ninja... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm at the Joy-Cons themselves, not the grips. Sorry. Oh, that's alright, Steph. No, I haven't had that problem, but like I said, I don't use mine as often as some people might, but there we go. Oasis. Alright. What I was doing is connecting to the Wi-Fi. That way, on this, because I know that I haven't done that yet, because I haven't connected to the internet since I got the new Oasis, so stands to reason that, you know. Alright, let's see. Shit. I'm going to start all over because I don't know what I got and what I didn't get. The ones that came factory, the gauges started popping off and losing connection. I got him some cheaper ones on Amazon but just wondering if there were specific ones that were better. He can be. I don't know that there's any that's better than. I mean, I like the Hori grips, but myself, I like these. These might not be the best ones, but they're like more adult size. All the buttons are larger. They're actually pretty comparable to the Pro controller, as far as the size of the buttons. But when I dock it, I obviously use the Pro controller. But okay, I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, I heard that. I'll check it out here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'll be able to do, but I would love to have one, obviously, but I'm sure the cost of them, and I'm not knocking the cost because I fully understand the price, because I mean you spend so much time on that stuff. And oh, okay, I see. Oh, hell, you have all those, huh? Or you have, oh, I see. Okay, there's the, okay. You sent me a picture of that, too. Yeah, these are they're not too expensive. They're actually a lot cheaper than if you would go to buy like new Joy-Cons. Now, he won't be like if you one of them people that plays with them disconnected wirelessly, they can't do that. They're not functional. They're only functional on the unit itself, on the screen itself, or tablet, or whatever you want to call it. Some people call it the tablet, whatever, because it does look like a tablet. But they're only functional when they're connected. They will not function off of this when they're popped off, because they do not have internal batteries. They run solely off of the power from the unit itself. Unit. yeah. But but anyway. But yeah, they're much better for the hand. Like, I don't have that big of hands by any means, but these are way better. Like, if you have moderate to a little bit bigger hands. I thought you meant for Switch. Oh yeah, cool. Hell yeah. Yeah, I would mod stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't be modding something. I mean, the only way I would mod the Switch is if I like had like two of them. What I'd probably do is I'd have like this one, the good one, and I'm saying the good one because it's the one you can connect to your TV. I'd have like this one unmodded, and if I wanted to mod one, I'd buy like a cheaper one, like a Slim, or like the, you know what I mean, the one that doesn't connect to the TV, and mod that. But I see what you mean. Yeah, maybe, but yeah, these I swear by these. These are awesome. I love them. But as you can see, they got, much bigger buttons than the. Like I said, very comparable size buttons to the Pro controller. As a matter of fact, they're pretty much identical as far as actually the thumbstick might even be bigger, but like the action buttons and stuff, they're pretty comparable. The buttons like the A, B, X, and Y, or you know, they might be slightly larger on the Pro controller, but not by much. But they're pretty comparable. They're pretty much the same size. Like the analog sticks are pretty close to the same size. I think the rubber on these are a little bit bigger. That's what makes it look bigger. Directional pads the same size. Plus and minus buttons, basically it's all basically the same size. And these even have turbo on it. I don't know if he does any kind of turbo functions, but this has turbo functions, and it has L and R buttons on the back and triggers, and like just like, you know, the L and R and the ZL and ZR. It's all that, it has all that stuff. Then it has the what is it, FR and FL on the back. I don't think I've ever used those actually, but you can assign them and stuff. I'm going to update a lot of this stuff here. There we go. Got to update all my... Okay, Jeff. Appreciate it. Shit. Hoping rumors come true. Hoping the rumors come true for new GameCube controller. Yeah, that would be awesome. What the hell just happened? Oh. Just went to sleep. Never mind. Yeah, that sounds pretty awesome. I haven't heard that, but I haven't kept up with the times, I suppose. But on stuff like that, but if it is true, that would be awesome. But yes, Steph, if you're still in here, that's what kind of controllers they are. I mean, it's the same size as these. Just those are way fancier. They didn't have those Legend of Zelda ones when I bought these. Otherwise, I would have probably held off for them. But yeah, it's the same stuff. It's the same stuff. It's just they're fancy painted up and all that. Yep, no problem at all. I'm not sure if he likes the Legend of Zelda, like, if he'd like the Legend of Zelda ones. But if he doesn't necessarily want the Legend of Zelda ones, the flat colors are probably cheaper, I'd imagine. But if he likes those, I mean, that'd be a way to go. But I'm thinking like these would be more like a $25 for the flat colors. I just got red because mine's red. It's not the same. It's not the same shade of red, but but still, it works. Maybe I could get the Zelda ones and he could just trade you. I mean, that would be great, honestly, but I don't expect you to do that, but I mean, I'm game for sure. No arguments here on that. But mine are in good shape. They're definitely used, but like I said, I don't play mine very often, and even though I do, I mean, they're a little dusty, but they're like brand new. So you know how I take care of my stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's a win-win for me anyway. That's for damn sure. I would do that in a heartbeat. I think these might have been, when I bought these, they were probably $35, but the solid colors are probably cheaper than that now, I'm assuming, but I'm not positive on that, but I'm just assuming. I mean, they should be, but just because you would think a solid color would be cheaper than, I mean, but you never know. You never know nowadays. People are stupid. But I actually got my Switch off of I was a little hesitant but I was able to see it before I bought it, so that was all right. But I can't remember what the exact area is, but like you're going to East Freedom Walmart, but before you get to the sheets, there's like a railroad track. Before you get to that railroad track, there's a right-hand turn. The guy lived back in there, bumfucked Egypt, back in those roads. I went back there and because I saw it on Facebook Marketplace and saved up I had enough money saved up. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go get those. Go get that. I couldn't believe he sold it for so cheap. It's kind of why I was a little bit hesitant, but for one thing, but hell yeah, he does. Yeah, I mean, even if Jesse shows you like his paintings on, even with that brand new spiffy camera he has, it's not going to do those paintings justice for sure. They look so much better in person for sure. So much better in person. How far do you live away from them, Steve? I'm about 12 hours. When I do it again, it'll be like a flight. I'm sure would be much easier to do a flight. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I remember that. That's fucking cool shit. Can't beat that. Nothing wrong with that, brother. It's freaking awesome. I mean, you deserve shit like that, though. I mean, you put a lot of heart and soul into your stuff. I don't have as much going on right now. I mean, I don't have, the ability right now to do it. Eventually I will, but once I get my shit together again. Probably someone that needed the money. Good deal, but kind of sad too. I always hate when people have to sell things. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, but even though he didn't know it, it went into good hands. So there's that at least. But not that he knew me and knows that, but Well, they have one, new one for the N64. Kind of updating my stuff and updating all my retro game stuff on my Switch. Seeing what new games they have now, which are probably old news for everybody else. But Donkey Kong Land 3, hell yeah. Donkey Kong Land 2 and Donkey Kong Land, hell yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Is it Super Nintendo? I don't think I did Super Nintendo yet. Your place is better than my wood shop. Whose place do you mean? Do you mean Jesse's or? It's Japanese. Oh yeah. Battletoads and Double Dragons. That's a good one to add. Hell yeah. I think I got Genesis to check yet. Oh, mine? I appreciate it, yeah. It's come along. It's definitely come along for sure. Hey, Mr. Todd Jumper, what's up, brother? Glad you could join us. How's it going? Hope all's well. I think I already sent you a message saying that, but But yes, Steph, they're still in here. That's one of them, you know what I mean? That's one of them right there. Connects, but it doesn't have any kind of metal, any kind of connections to it at all. But they go in there pretty good and snug. But But you can just see, like here's the comparison shot of the size of the buttons and the joystick and stuff like that. There's a big difference. They're like twice as big. And then you got the wide grip. You get your hand on it better. I always put these back in there, back on to put it on the, put it in the case. I have a nifty case for it. I put the Hori grips in the middle, even though that's the Hori grip. The docking station's supposed to go in the middle, but I just put the Hori grips in there. Just because there's room in there for it, and it's got a room for a Pro controller. I didn't have that in there because I was charging it. Yeah, it is coming on. Probably doesn't seem as good too because of all you had before. But yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna be. Yeah, I mean it's definitely not as good as it was before, for sure. Knowing all the stuff I had, and like I really can't do a retro gaming stream yet because I don't really have the games. I have a decent amount of games, but not like I had before. I had a whole bookshelf full of games. Yeah, he'll definitely like his better. Definitely get your hands on him better, and for sure. I'm sure some of them are in. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know Piper. I'll be like, the one day I was like walking in the kitchen, or walking from the dining or kitchen into the dining room, and I heard boom, boom, boom against the wall. I'm like, what the hell is that? So I opened the door and I'm like, what are you doing in here? Or I just yelled through the door because it's my house, but I still don't invade their privacy, But unless there's a fire, then I'm gonna barge the fuck in. I don't care. But but I'm like, what are you doing in there? She goes, oh, lost in the game, so she was hitting the wall. I'm like, don't do that. At least she wasn't slamming the controller down or nothing, but she was pounding on the wall. I'm like, it's just a game. Calm down. I used to have to tell Gage when he was younger. Yeah, exactly. Like, just take 10, 15 minutes, just put your controller down, go walk somewhere else, do something else. It's probably a good idea to do that anyway. You know what I mean? I'm not one of them people that are like, kids, they're frying their brains by playing video games. You know, that's not me. But, you know, you don't want them playing video games all the time. You know, obviously. You want them to interact with other people. You want them to go outside and do some stuff. But, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's definitely when it's time to take a little bit of a break and take a breather, go to the bathroom, get a snack, drink maybe, sit down and cool down for a minute, and then come back. Yeah, that's for sure, Chris, for sure. I saw the freaking, I saw it on my, I always forget that, like, just a little bit of light. Like, if I would go out there and just, if I would go out there and just strike a match and hold it up, it would look like crazy on that night vision camera. And I'm like, oh, geez, I better get over there. I wasn't even thinking, because obviously when I went outside and was going over to your place, it wasn't that bright there, obviously, because I was looking at it with my own eyes. But I still wanted to get over there just because I thought maybe it went woo! And then by the time I got out there, it was died down, you know. So I'm like, I better get over there. Just check it out. He's older now. Yeah, exactly, for sure. Just like all my stuff I had in my game room, it's like a... But yeah, when you get a little older, you realize how much stuff costs. You learn the value of a dollar, and you learn that, you know, like even the PlayStation 4, it's older. Obviously, the PlayStation 5's been out for a while now. But even the PS4, you go to a store right now, there's still like $60 for a controller. So I mean, it's a chunk of change if you break something. You can't just go and pick it up. You gotta cough up some money, a good bit of money. And hell, the Switch is worse. Like, for as far as the Joy-Cons are probably $70 a pair, $70, $80 a pair, depending on where you get it and if there's a deal, or you know how that works. It's sometimes you can catch a little bit of a deal, but even if you catch a little bit of a deal, it's still expensive. You know, it's still... PS4 controllers are even worse since they stopped making them. What's that? Color PlayStation 4 controllers are even worse since they stopped making the colored ones? Because I'm pretty sure I saw it at Walmart. Maybe I just saw the black ones at Walmart. Or unless they just have leftover ones they haven't sold, you know, obviously. But, yeah, him being older. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's always a good thing. I can't wait for my kids to do that. Like Gregory, I mean, he's only 12, but he's somewhat mature for his age as far as that goes. He knows that if, you know, he knows to try to treat things the way, you know, without trying to break, you know, try not to break stuff, you know. But did he tell you he got a car? Yeah, he was saying something about that. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad. That's awesome. I'm proud of him. Definitely happy that he's got something. Everybody needs wheels, you know what I mean? That's I don't have wheels right now, but you know, I mean, I have 2 cars, but neither one of them want to work, you know. But it's a pain in the ass. I know that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nice riding to work with somebody, just paying them for gas, but there's certain liberties that come with having your own vehicle. You know what I mean? You don't want to ask them to stop 3 or 4 places on the way home to get stuff, or you know what I mean? You just have more freedom when you have your own vehicle. Can't wait to get my shit fixed again. It's ridiculous, but it seems I either forget to, you know what I mean, look into it, or try to think of, you know, ways I can pay, you know what I mean, pay a shop to do it, or it's ridiculous. Anyway, see the classic PlayStation beat up on PS5. For the 30th, I got PlayStation. I got PlayStation 2 on mine, Jess. I chose PlayStation 2. I know you could probably switch them if you want, but right now I have PlayStation 2 on mine. It is pretty awesome. Got a little 4-door in there. I know he got it because. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, Kenny has one of them. I don't think he drives it anymore. His is red. I don't think he drives it anymore. I think there's something going on with it, or he just doesn't drive it anymore. I'm in the same boat. 1 truck, 1 car, both sitting in parts. Yeah, it's crazy. I have a Jeep Patriot, a 2012 Jeep Patriot. It's leaking oil like crazy. It's ridiculous for leaking oil. Put it this way, if I go like a half an hour drive, depending on how many hills I go down, because it mostly does it going downhill, I'll have to put 1.5 quarts of oil in it each trip. Like, it's ridiculous how much oil it's dumping out. So that's why I don't drive it. And then I have a '07 Ford Explorer. The transmission's out of it. It's almost out of it. It's a little iffy if, you know, if I was to take it out, I don't know whether I'll make it where I need to go or not, you know. So I don't drive it. It's actually off the road right now. It's not even insured or anything. It's got a good registration, but that's it. And inspection, I think. Yep, I did Tuesday. Yeah, that's the way my Explorer was. It was rock solid. I mean, the engine's great. It doesn't leak oil, doesn't burn oil, but the transmission, I'm like, yeah. I used to love driving that thing. it was nice. It get you up the mountains slicker and shit. And it's a V6. It wasn't 4.0. It wasn't. It's not a big engine, but and I like driving a cheap Patriot. But number one, it's burning oil. I mean, it's leaking oil, and I need to get a catalytic converter, I believe, because it says the one code is thrown says the catalytic converter is not running at optimal performance or something like that, and it doesn't. It lacks power. So I'm thinking the insides of the catalytic converter are coming loose and kind of constricting the airflow going out of it, and it's hindering the power that it doesn't have a lot of to begin with because it's only a 2.4 cylinder. But I think it only has 175 horse with a good catalytic converter. Hell yeah. I did get 4 brand new spark plugs for my Jeep, but I never put them in. They're still in the original. They're still sealed in the freaking. They're still in the box behind the seat. But there's nothing wrong with them. I mean, hey girlie, how's it going? Glad you could stop in. Yeah, mine's only a 4-cylinder too. When the catalytic converter's running good, when it back before it screwed up, it had a decent amount of power. I could go up the mountains decent enough, but now that that's screwed up and dumping oil everywhere, I'm like, ugh. Pain in the ass, So I just ride with a buddy, and I pay him for gas each week, and that's all right. It's just, I don't know. Just like if he has to call off, then I got to find someone else to take me to work, and it's just so much better when, when you got the means to take yourself to work, but yeah, it would. That would be where I'd put it in. I'd definitely put it in a gold frame. That would definitely be. Now, if I couldn't find one, I would buy a frame and paint it gold. Yeah, but that's just minor stuff there. Like, speakers aren't very much, and they're not hard to replace or anything, so can't ask for more than that's for sure. But yeah, that's been a goal of mine for a while, Jess, is to get one of your paintings, but especially now that I don't know. Especially now that everything, is trying to get this place going again, and did get it going again, and the problems I'm having with my vehicles and all that, it's be a little while before I could come up with the money. But if you still have it, I mean, I'm not saying hold it for me by any means. If you could sell it, obviously, but I'm just saying, if you still have it when I'm able to get it, I'm definitely interested in that one. Am I getting? Oh, yeah, I've learned to do a lot myself. Thanks to YouTube. YouTube is a helpful tool, that's for sure. YouTube can be a pain in the ass, but it can also be very helpful if used correctly. If used correctly, that's the biggest thing of that. You know what I mean? For kids, it could be a disaster. But because they're like, oh, no nudity on YouTube. Okay, yeah, sure. I bet. Dumbass people. No worries, man. Yeah, definitely go try my best on that, Jess, that's for sure. Definitely enjoyed having your. And I'm looking at that corner because that's where I had it hanging at last. Before, well, not, you know, I mean, that's not where I had it hanging at because this is a completely different building, obviously. But that's where I had it hanging up, like, boom, right here from where I was sitting at, or actually I was sitting, I guess it was hanging up to my left. But that print you had, and I was glad to have that was an awesome piece to have in here. I put it in that frame, and it looked really nice on the wall for sure, brother. Shame it's gone. I mean, I'm just glad it's not a painting that you spent, you know what I mean, that you put your heart and soul into, and you spent that many hours doing, you know. It would have been so much worse. At least it was just a print, you know what I mean. But still, it was your work, you know what I mean. It was something I know that, you know, the original you had was, you know, you put your life into that stuff, you know. People don't get that, you know. Not to mention paint. I mean, paint is expensive. My wife's a face painter, and that's paint. She's got a couple $1,000s worth of paint in that kit, so I know how expensive paints are, and they're cheaper probably than the oil-based paints that you paint with, I'm sure, because they're more permanent type of paint, whereas hers washes off with soap and water. So I mean, so that shit gets pricey as hell. People don't realize that. When you tell them like a price of something like that, and they're like, really? Like, yeah, really. That's cheap. That's a bargain, you know what I mean? That's I got a communication. I think someone wants to communicate. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, I like that one. That's cool. I used to have that dude that don't know how well they'll show up, but Jesse just sent me some pictures. He has the big Link figure with the advantage controller playing the first Zelda game. Then he has this painting here. I don't know how well you can see it, but that's Ganon and Link there. Then you got the one from him fighting the sand guy. Yeah, Link has the advantage controller in that one. Yeah, pretty awesome. It's pretty cool scale. That's the cool thing about it. And then this is the painting I'm interested in. I'm sure now that I show that, somebody will come on your stream and see that and be like, oh, I'll buy that. I'll buy that from under him real quick. But hey, that's all right though. I mean, he'll make a sale, so I wouldn't complain. But but yeah, that's the one I like that he sent me. That he sent a picture of. That's badass, for sure, brother. It's got a signature down at the bottom. Yeah, signature down at the bottom. That's another thing that freaking pisses me off. Well, I mean, a lot of things do. So I mean, I can't just. I'd be here for 3 years saying this, but had the Atari, the Game Boy that you give me that I won from your stream, and you had it signed. It burned up, of course. But looks like Clayface from Batman. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Hell yeah. Let's see. Huh. Is happening? Why the heck is it doing that? There we go. But yeah, Jess, I'll definitely get back with you on that as soon as I figure out something, for sure. Hoping that, I mean, part of me is hoping, obviously, that you still have it when I'm able to get it. But if in fact I get to you and you've already sold it, I mean, to me that's a cool thing. That's a good thing too. I mean, it means you made money. You know what I mean? I could always find another one. You know what I mean? Later on down the road that you do or whatever. Your switch charger? Is it something's wrong with your switch charger? Honestly though, if you need your switch charger spliced, I can do that, because I'm not trying to make light of anything, but when you look at this thing, it's what? 15 volts. 15 volts is, I mean, is it enough to start a fire? Yeah. But it's not 120 volts, you know what I mean? 120 volts I'd be much more concerned about. But once this is plugged in and you got, you know what I mean, you got your cord here, you're looking at only 15 volts going through that. It would take a lot to start a fire with 15 volts. It can be done, don't get me wrong, in the right circumstances, but and let me give you a little advice, Steph, if I could. Not that I haven't my whole damn life, so shut up right now. If you do get a switch charger, try to get a branded, well, I mean, with anything, this is the case, but especially I've heard with the Switch, I don't know if it's true, but I don't, you know me, I don't take any chances. Make sure you get a Nintendo branded one. Don't get a generic one. Don't get a cheap one, because I've heard that they can have some issues with screwing up your Switch. So definitely make sure you get a branded one if you can. But But especially the especially like if you buy a retro game console, like say you get you know, like a Nintendo, like a Super Nintendo or a Nintendo. Not necessarily the 64. Maybe they make generic ones for that, but I'm not sure. But like a Nintendo, Super Nintendo, when you, whether it's a branded one or not, if you're holding that in your hand, it's the best way I can describe it. And you're going to laugh probably, but I've said it before, but when you're holding that in your hand, let me get one here first. Maybe. Okay, so here's a branded Super Nintendo one. You can tell that because you got the gray. When you're holding that in your hand, that box in your hand, it should have the weight of it that you're thinking, you know what, if I throw this at someone's head, it's going to kill them. You know what I mean? Or it's going to do some serious bodily harm to them. That's the one you want. They have them out now that they don't have the coils and stuff inside, and they're as light as this little attachment for the Xbox controller. You don't want that. Toss them in the garbage. They're junk. You don't want to mess with those things. Those things are garbage. You want the ones that weigh about a pound or 2 pounds. You know what I mean? You want the ones that are nice and hefty. Like I said, think of if you would throw it at somebody, it would hurt them bad. That's the ones you want to use. You don't want to use the crappy ones. Like this is a Sega Genesis one, and it's not that big, but it's still got some weight to it. Yeah, they're not too terribly expensive either. Like even the branded ones aren't terribly expensive if you get them in the right place. But I ran it over with the vacuum. That sucks. But yeah, just keep in mind. Just make sure you get a branded one. They're worth the extra couple dollars. I mean, they're only a few bucks, you know, $5 or $6 more, and they're so much worth. They're so worth it. You know what I mean? Thought I just missed. No, it doesn't work at all. It's probably what happened is it probably messed both cables up and they're touching, and it's just grounding it out and not doing anything. You'd have to go in there. You'd have to separate the wires, and what I would do, if it would be mine, I would cut it, all right where it's at, and I'd cut off the bad part, and I'd strip it back. I'd take it back, and I would put some little heat shrink on each one of them separately, and then have another big heat shrink over the entire thing, so you have them both individually heat shrunk, and then you have a cover going over top of it, and it would be great. It'd be good to go. But I don't have heat shrink anymore. Of course, I got to buy heat shrink because all of my heat shrunk like into nothing in the fire. Sent my only 2 Batman oil paintings. Both are gone though. Oh yeah, I'd see why they're gone. They're awesome looking. I mean, all of them are awesome looking, but oh, this is cool too. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. Batman oil paintings. Bane. Hell yeah. Bane and Batman. And then, Joker. If I remember, if I'm correct, that's the Heath Ledger Joker. Looks like. Hell yeah. His cape is extra thick. Oh, okay. Kind of like the whip that you had the Castlevania. You had that whip, the actual had texture to the whip itself. It's awesome as shit. I'll take my battery out of my stud find. Oh, watch this. Oh, look at that. I found a stud. Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm assuming that yeah is too. That's the Heath Ledger Heath Ledger Joker. Hell yeah, brother, for sure. From Hallmark, oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I hate using heat shrink. I realize you don't put it on before you reconnect. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta make sure you put, like, this is actually the cord. This is actually a cord to the switch. Gotta make sure you put the biggest piece on over this, and then put one individual each. You know what I mean, for the for each wire. Or even if you tape the two individual wires individually and then put a piece of heat shrink over it. Either way, that's, you know, I mean, it'd work fine. I'm surprised a vacuum cleaner screwed it up that bad. Must have a pretty... Your vacuum cleaner must suck. Pretty bad. Or pretty good. However you want to look at it. Oh, yeah. In an hour and a half already. Doesn't seem that long, does it? Get to flapping my gums. Like, it doesn't take too long to get to an hour and a half, apparently. But yeah, I'm going to save that picture. I'm going to save the picture of that one. I'm going with puppy dog eyes to my wife. Can I buy this? Like, honey, look at this. Isn't it great? Not being sarcastic, it is great, but I'm saying, can I buy it? Can I take it home? Or get it sent to my home? Busting out. Busting out the magazines tomorrow. Hell yeah. Ah, okay. I see. Shampoo Shampooper, sorry. Shampooper. Is that something like the Sham Wow? Sham Wow, look at all that pooper. Sham Wow, look at that pooper. I can tell it's getting late. On this picture here, Jess, didn't you put like your logo or something on it on one of them? I'm definitely not going to share this picture like on Facebook or anything, because, like, you know what I mean? Because somebody might try to use that image or whatever. But at least, like, if I were to share this one, it's got your signature at the bottom. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be afraid to use that because it's got your signature on it. But even then, they could probably get that out of there somehow. But I wouldn't want them to use your image, like, steal your image and say, hey, look what I did. Look at, this was my idea. You know what I mean? Nah. I mean, I know you know what I mean, but... Bitches be doing that all the time. They don't have their own artistic ability, so they're like, oh, you know what? I'll just steal from someone else. Why not? It's easier. Shitty, but it's easier. Just like, you know what I mean? Just like, for instance, if I was a complete idiot, don't say anything. Don't answer that. If I was a complete idiot, I mean, you sent me this picture. If I was a complete idiot, I'd be like, oh, I'll just print an 8x10 of that out and hang it on my wall. No. Nah. Not going to do that. It's not how I roll. I do like having them on my phone, though. They're pretty cool. You can zoom right in. You can just see the detail in that thing. It's beautiful. Without a doubt. For sure. Ooh. But, again, this damn phone doesn't do it justice, I'm sure. But this phone probably does it more justice than filming it on a camera over a live stream, obviously. But, of course, I'm showing you on there. So, it's like... I hate that all the time. People put into things. Yeah, exactly. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't say a-holes. Say assholes. It's alright. It's alright. This is 18 plus channel. You can say asshole. That's alright. Be alright. I'll forgive you. Not that it'd be anything to forgive. I'm just saying. But yeah, people do that shit all the time. It's ridiculous. Like, people are like, oh, you know, you don't have to be talented. Which, I mean, they're not wrong. You don't have to be talented to be a millionaire anymore, it seems like. But all I gotta do is stick a rocket up my ass and light it on live, you know. But anyway, now that you got that mental image in your head and try to sleep. But yeah, like, people, they don't use they either don't have artistic talent or they just don't want to use it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a pretty damn good drawer. I mean, like, I can't just say, okay, draw this and I'll just draw it. That's not how. I have to look at a picture. You know what I mean? And I can draw it pretty decently, you know, for the most part. But depending on, you know. But I'm not about to. I'm not about to go online and find a picture and say, and then like crop off like a signature or whatever, a marking or whatever, and be like, hey, you know, I'm going to post this. Look what I did. You know, look at my sketch. I try to take credit for it. It's ridiculous. Like, if you can't do it yourself, then... Remember who took my darn shit? My damn shit. Yeah, it does, really, doesn't it? My shift is only half over. Oh, jeez. That sucks. Getting some more communication coming through. Yeah. Yeah, like when I wanted to replace that Ghostbuster sketch. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I could tell it was the same dude because it's funny how it was, what is it? I'll actually plug his thing here, even though he'll never see it, but I'm sure he would appreciate it if he knew I did it. But he actually had the thing right here. That's something different. Well, I mean, it come from there, but it doesn't have his I don't know if I have the card anymore. I don't think I have the card anymore. That sucks. Probably in here some damn where. Probably in here somewhere, but but there's his name. John DiBiase. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. That's how I've always pronounced Ted DiBiase on wrestling, and it's spelled, I'm pretty sure it's spelled the same way. But yeah, I thought that was cool shit. Like, holy hell, his last name's DiBiase. That's funny as hell. Oh yeah, I see that now. I didn't notice that before, Steph. It had thank you for your Etsy order, and he has it Etsy scratched out. Thank you for your order. I did have his card in here somewhere. I know I do. It must have came out of the folder, and God knows where it got to now. It's laying in here some damn where. Hopefully still in one piece. I typed in a message to seller and plugged your YouTube channel. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Here's one of the posters I want to put up, but I want to get a frame for it. I don't want to stick holes in it. I'll show you here in a minute. Just trying to find that card so I can show the card itself, but I don't think the darn thing's in here anymore. That sucks. I don't think I put it up anywhere. I wouldn't have wanted to put a hole in it or anything, you know what I mean? Maybe I'd have put it in like a bag or something and then tacked the bag to the wall. But I wouldn't have put a hole in the card itself. Just like there's no way I would have put a hole in that print either. I put it in a frame. Huh. Yeah, it's not in here, I don't think. That sucks. I'll find it here. I know I still have it. I know I didn't throw it away. I know there's no way I would have thrown it away, but I'll find it here at some point, and I'll plug his but it's, you know, John DiBiase. At least that's how I pronounce it. I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't know. But it might be in this other drawer, I don't know. Throw that away. No, I don't believe it is. know I still have it somewhere, but you know what I might have, I think what I might have done, I might have put it in the frame. Cool mirror. Oh, you sent me something? Cut one on the way. Oh wow, that is awesome. That's awesome, brother. Hell yeah. Nothing wrong with that. That's neat as shit. We got sound? Don't want to make the sound go too long because I don't know if I'll get a copyright strike or anything. Got one on the way. Said, hell yeah, brother. Well, here's that print that my sister was talking about. It's got the yeah, right there I think is the I might have put that card in this frame, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I got her framed up. Looks beautiful. Beautiful. I remember when I went to Comic-Cons, I always stopped. I haven't went to one for a while, but I always stopped at and bought a, you know what I mean, bought local artwork, you know what I mean, support the local artists and stuff, you know what I mean. I have that Turtles one back there. It's pretty awesome. I didn't buy that one. A buddy of mine got it for me, but I'd always buy something like that. But oh, here's that poster I was saying about. It's an old He-Man poster. It's got all the figures, not all of them, but I mean it's got a lot of the different figures on this side. And then on this side it's got the vehicles and the play sets and stuff. Pretty awesome. I don't even know what side I would display that on, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if they make a double-sided thing where you could flip it out. Probably not, but I'd probably display the figures side because it's got a lot more to look at. But all the different figures and stuff. I definitely would like to get that framed. That'd be neat. I got it in there with the folder that print came out of. That sucks about that card though. It's got to be here somewhere. Can't imagine I would just left it lay on my work table and stuff where I hot glue every stuff. And can't imagine I'd do that, but I don't even know why I'm looking because I know it's not here. But I got this Hogwarts. It was one of those chocolate frogs. Bowman or hey. One of them hologram cards. Pretty awesome. He was the developer and developed the Golden Snitch. Just major and double-sided. I mean, it could be done, definitely. Problem is, plexiglass is expensive as fuck. You know how much it would cost for 2 pieces of plexiglass to go on either side of that? I bet it'd cost $40-50. Not even joking. I guarantee it would for something that probably more. Well, maybe not more than that, but it'd probably be about $40 for just the plexiglass. That shit's expensive. I remember Greg got plexiglass for because somebody kept bumping his TV screen or something, and he got a piece of plexiglass to go over his 32-inch TV. And he paid like almost $40 for a sheet of plexiglass. It's freaking crazy. It's just crazy. But yeah, you're right. I mean, that could that would work good. Definitely wouldn't want actual glass. Matter of fact, I wish that Ghostbuster frame one wasn't glass. I wish I could have found like a plastic one that just had like a thick plastic front instead of glass. But there's not going to be any kids in here unsupervised, so I mean, it's not that it's not that terrible, but I'm curious now. That might actually be in. I'm not going to show that on stream because I don't know who's watching or who could watch it later, and I don't want someone to see that until before a specific date this month, if you know what I'm saying. Got some more communications. Hey Gage, how's it going, buddy? Appreciate you stopping in. J channel is probably expensive too. How everything when we were finishing ports 2-4s were. Yeah, lumber is expensive too. That's for damn sure. I got some to make shelves and stuff. It was ridiculous. That one board was like $40 or something, like $30 or $40 for a board. Like, gee, wait a minute. Let me phrase that. I think it was $25. One was like $6 or $7. I'm like, that's pretty good. Then I went for the next one. It was like $25. I'm like, holy shit. I don't know. I don't have the word, but you can die. I have the tool. Oh, that's right, Chris. Hell yeah. Old and tired. I'm tired as well. Yeah, I hear you, Gage, for sure, brother. I hear you. Oh no. Another one of these damn plugs. Holy crap, how many of these things do I have? I mean, that's alright. I'll take. Oh, can't have too many of them. Well, I mean, I guess you can, but that's a different one here. It's always good to have these plugs, though. That is for sure. Now I'll put it in there and I'll forget it for another couple weeks or years or whatever. Then I'll be like, well, I have one of them, and I'll be looking through and like, hell yeah! That back in there and hidden. Yeah, crazy. Yeah. Remember when the 360 used these stupid things? It was a little 512 megabyte. What are you gonna put on 500? I mean, I guess the 360 was a little. It had a little bit smaller, or a lot smaller games than now. But yeah, I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, you have to come check it out someday, buddy. Come check it out when you get a chance. We were cleaning out. I saved all the mystery connectors for you. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm always game for those. You never know what you're gonna find. Never know what you can get. You know, if I need a USB to USB for some reason, I'll make the damn thing. You know what I mean? I'll just make the cable. It's a whole lot cheaper than buying it. That's for damn sure. Look on there and it's like $20 for a cable. Nope. Guess what? I'll just make my own damn cable. How's that? Nothing wrong with that, as long as it works. Check out this damn controller. As soon as I get you bag of wires. Hell yeah, for sure. Tell me how old this controller is. I mean, I guess it's not real old because it's like PS2 style or PS1 or PS2 style. Well, PS1, 2, and 3. That technically. Mostly PS1 though, because it doesn't have joysticks. It's only got a D-pad. It's got the big D, but it's a USB port. I mean, it's got a USB connection. So, but if you notice, it has on the D-pad. It has that threaded. You could thread something in there. You could thread make it a joystick, which is pretty cool. All the buttons click properly and they don't stick. So I mean, by all intents and purposes, it'll still work. Like I could play retro games with this in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? Plug it into a Raspberry Pi, configure it up. But yeah, I'll probably jump off here. I'll just wait till 2 hours now. But we've got a few minutes to go. But appreciate everybody stopping in for sure. Always appreciate that for sure. Showing the love. Give me a. But yep, at 2 hours I'll jump off here. Got a few minutes here to go. But like I said, I appreciate everybody stopping in. Probably play a little bit more Conan Exiles before I go to bed, but don't want to stay up too much later. But gonna have some more days off here around Christmas time. Have them scheduled off because JLG doesn't give them off to you anymore. It's stupid, but whatever. Definitely I'll be trying to do some retro streams for sure. But some retro gaming streams. Let me rephrase this. Like I wanted to do that. Like I said, I wanted to do that tonight, but one thing led to another, and it was easy to get sidetracked and lose track of time and lose track of getting shit organized, and it's a mess, you know. But I can do, you know, retro gaming stream to some extent, so. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, buddy, for sure. But yeah, get ready to jump off here, and let's see. Yeah, I'm glad you could stop in, Chris, for sure. Definitely. Yeah, it's ridiculous how they give you how many days for Thanksgiving, but they don't give you that. You know what I mean? They don't give you that many days for Christmas. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. But I have them scheduled off, except for I'll have to go back the day after Christmas, which sucks. But I'll have off some of those days between Christmas and New Year's and stuff. Like I said, except for the day after Christmas. But yeah, I'm glad so too. I'm glad too, brother, for sure. There's still a little congestion in there, but it's nothing like it was. It was horrible there for a while. I used to tell him that every day. Yeah. That's for sure, Steph. Love you too, girlie. Good night. Yeah, I appreciate it, Steve, for sure. Appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate you showing the support. It means a lot. It really does. Doesn't go unnoticed, that's for sure. But yeah, coming up on a 2-hour mark. I wasn't planning on going 2 hours, but you know what? I mean, it was booming up to 2 hours. I could probably go for another hour, and it would be plenty of talking involved. But about ready to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have to come back out, brother. Yeah. You have to go check it out, for sure. Definitely an awesome experience. I need to get back out myself here one of these days for sure. I have to figure out a way to get there. For sure. But yeah, thanks for stopping in, everybody. Thanks for checking out everything. Be looking forward